Alright, welcome back to another one. This time we're looking at the Marvel Legends Retro Carded Spider-Man Wave, Uncanny Spider-Man Nightcrawler. And I don't know if this character existed when I was younger. I don't know how new he is. But man, if I knew about this, I would have been geeking. Because obviously, if you're a little boy, it's like pre-programmed in your brain to like Spider-Man. But I was also obsessed with Nightcrawler. So this is just awesome to me. So you do get the Nightcrawler art there, as you can see. Kind of got the glowy eyes. And then you got the normal stuff up here. And on the back, you get another picture of him. And then it says, swashbuckling hero Nightcrawler teleports around New York City while masquerading as a new Spider-Man and trying to avoid anti-mutant organization Orcus. I was trying to like figure out, why is he wearing this? Because he's masquerading as a new Spider-Man and trying to avoid anti-mutant. It doesn't matter, because my original concern was, that's obviously Nightcrawler. Like, he's got two weird toes, I guess the one on the back, and three freak fingers, the tail, the ears, and he's teleporting. I don't know who he's fooling. But yeah, and then we have the rest of the wave. Obviously, we got Nightcrawler there, 2099, which I've reviewed, the Owl, which I've reviewed, Cardiac as well, and Hypno Hustler. Just need Spider Venom. I did have him in my hand. I bought 3 today, and he was one of them that I had in my hand. However, I ended up putting him back just because he was like still, my target still had all this wave, pretty much fully stacked, but him by far, he was the most still stacked. I just kind of figured he might be lower on the wave. I don't see anyone super hyped on that. And even me, I ended up putting it back. I was like, he'll be here next time. So, yeah, let's get him out. See what we're working with here. Oh, wow. Well, I just lost all of his hands. Hold on. Okay. There's that. Oh, the tape actually failed me. Accessory, sword. All right, here he is. Uncanny Nightcrawler, Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. So, yeah, it seems to be mostly reused Nightcrawler parts for the most part. Trying to see here. We'll get into that. Accessories, he's got 2 kind of open hands. So those are cool. Those look nice. He has fists on right now. And then he also comes with a grip hand, as you can see here. And that's for his sword. And the sword, let's see here, does have a nice grip here. There's indented lines. I think the my lighting is making this look like, look at that shine right there. It's making it look better than what it actually is. It definitely kind of looks more on the swirly twirly cheap side. So I'll probably repaint that. But I wanted to point out that the end here, I don't know how well this is coming off on camera. The end looks like it's, dude, focus. The end looks like it's painted a much better silver. I don't know if you can pick up on that. So that's kind of weird. Although the bottom looks like it's not painted. I don't know, it's kind of messing with me. And he comes with the most pathetic BAMF effect ever. Here we have it. Now, we've seen this before. I think was this part of that deluxe White Black Widow? Did that also come in here? I remember it from the Punisher War Journal Bushwhacker 2-pack, where it was more of a normal looking explosion. And that one had metal shrapnel not only painted, but I think also sculpted. This one doesn't have the shrapnel at the end. So I don't know if they just tweaked the sculpt or nicked it off or what, but yeah. And then there is like an underneath to it that's white. I'm not sure why. Maybe to like brighten up the purple, maybe perhaps, because you can't really see it through it. It's much darker in real life. It's looking super bright on the camera. So, but yeah, I just say it's pathetic because I mean, look at the, like, you know, and I know they can't. I mean, they could. We've had a giant Doctor Strange portal, but I don't know. It just seems kind of small. So there's that. And then here's the figure. The sculpt is, I don't know what is what and used from what, but there are obvious Nightcrawler reused parts here. Obviously the feet, hands, but also the bottom of the legs here, because this design here, while it's painted, as well as on the arms here, it's also sculpted in. So those are very Nightcrawler specific, and I would imagine they would just go ahead and reuse the rest of the arm and leg as well. Usually Nightcrawlers have kind of like a rubber overlay that's keyed in with those shoulder pads that stick out. So I don't know if they've just picked the Spider-Man body and plucked it on the crotch piece, because, well, I guess you could key in the tail here too. I don't know. It's hard to tell what exactly is what, but yeah. The red parts on the shoulders and the torso are not sculpted in. That's all paint, but it does look phenomenal. And yeah, and then the tail here, it is bendy. Like, you can move it and whatever, and it does swivel around, but it's not bendy wire. It's not going to retain, like, you pull it out straight, it's going to go back. See, so keep that in mind. And yeah, sculpt work is fine. It looks pretty musculature for a somewhat smaller, muscular guy. I guess they both characters have a similar body type, so that's fine. And the paint is all fine. Like I said, this is all painted very clean. The sculpted in red is painted in really clean. This is paint up here, because most of this is just molded in the black. In fact, is there any part that's actually red? Oh, there is technically two little things. That being the hinges. That's the only thing molded in red. It's the hinges on the feet here. See how they're red in there? But I also like this because, oh, that's a tight. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, it continues the red from the design, as you can see here. Peg holes on the bottom of the feet, but same with the back. So it's a little bit darker than the actual paint, but I appreciate that it's there. And yeah, customization on my end, probably nothing other than touching up this sword. Super minimal. So yeah, let's see. I want him to have his sword. Well, I'll put his sword on after, so I can articulate him. I'm gonna put my preferred set of hands on though. There we go. And I'll put the sword on in a second. But for now, I'm gonna go over articulation. Did I do this yet? Actually, before I do that, height comparison. He is slightly shorter than this Hellfire Gala Spider-Man. Just a bit. With the tail going up, he'll get some height, but just body to body, he's a little bit shorter, so there's that. So, articulation. Maybe this ankle will work better. Forward-facing pin for rocker. That works phenomenal. Can go all the way around. Can go back all the way. Can go forward significantly. Are you gonna... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heat that up. No boot swivel. Double jointed pinless arms and legs. And these can bend, I'm going to assume, all the way. Yeah. That's nice. Upper thigh cut. Legs can go back about that much. Can go out that much. And can go forward. I'd say 90. Waist swivel. Let's see. Ab crunch can go back that much, that's pretty good. Can go forward. Maybe the same, if not slightly less than back, but that's fine. There are butterfly joints and neutral. Here they are. Going forward, not a whole lot. And then going backwards, also not a whole lot. So I feel like those could be a bit better, but I'm glad they're here. Shoulder, all the way around, can go way past 90. Love that. Upper bicep swivel, like I said, double jointed pinless arms. Oh, I hate when that bicep peg is gummy. I don't like that feeling whatsoever. But that's fine there. And then all the hands, geez, a little tight, are on a hinge. And most of them are gonna go up and down. However, this one sword hand is gonna go up and down, right? Yeah. Yeah, goes up and down like that. So there's that. And then the head is on a disc hinge. So that's phenomenal. Tilt, not a whole lot at all. Left, right, all the way around, down. I think that could be a bit better, but that's fine. Looking up, I'll accept that. I feel like that could also be a tad better, but that's fine. So yeah, that is the articulation. And like I said, this tail does go all the way around. Does it come out? I don't think so. I don't want to pull any harder than that. But yeah, obviously you can see the ears here, which I think is a really cool part of this concept here. And the eyes are sculpted in and painted in white. So that's nice. The promotional image here, they're clearly glowing. I feel like maybe they could have given us a slight glow effect. I mean, they tried it with this. I feel like they could have gave us something here. But yeah, that's Nightcrawler as Spider-Man. Super clean. And like I said, here is him with the sword. Let's see how good of a grip this is. Yeah, that's fine. I will say though, looking underneath there, it doesn't look like it's you see that space in there? It doesn't seem like the most optimal grip, but it is in there. So there's that. Anything else I want to say? Do I recommend this? I'm gonna say yeah. I like the novelty of it. And I've always loved a good character mashup. Like, as much as I wasn't super impressed with that PlayStation Spider-Man Spirit Spider, I still like the idea that it's Spider-Man Ghost Rider. I remember I used to think Hulkbuster was Iron Man, was a Hulk in an Iron Man suit, because I didn't know any better. I know that's not the case now. Oh, there used to be this, I don't know what toy line made it, or what series it was, but there was this Hulk Spider Hulk. And to this day, I still want that figure. It's super expensive in the aftermarket, so I never got it in my previous collection. Will I get it for this collection? I don't know, but my point is that character mashups like this have always piqued my interest. So I would definitely recommend this just based on that alone. And he moves pretty nicely. He's clean. He feels good to move. I wish he wasn't so gummy, but what are you gonna do? And then I still think this is pathetic, but I appreciate that it's here. So, but let me know. I'm actually curious because, like I said, I didn't know this character existed. I want to know, what's your guys' favorite character mashup? Another shout out of mine would be from What If, the Blade Moon Knight. Just stuff like that I think so sick. So let me know what your guys' favorite mashup is. Let me know what you think about this figure. And as I'm getting closer to completing this wave, let me know what you guys think about the wave. What do you think is the standout figure? What is the weakest? I think once I complete a wave, maybe I'll rank the whole wave. I'm trying to think of more content to do other than this every single time. But we'll get there. I'm rambling now. Let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Whatever you feel is appropriate. And as always, thank you so much for clicking. It means a lot. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. See you on the next one.